Hey everybody, just finishing up a ski tour up in Teton Pass. The skiing is amazing, although I was a little surprised by what I was seeing in the snowpack, so check out the full edit for more details. It's November 8th, 2022, Tuesday. I'm gonna head out south side of Teton Pass here, head out for a walk, and go out and look at the snowpack in the exact same place that we looked at it the other day. See what the trends are with that facet layer that we were looking at the other day with the new storm snow on it. So we'll see if it has any reactivity today. All right, here we go. We got some bad news and we got some good news. And so the bad news is that we've got some thin gray lines in our snowpack. When you see these thin gray lines in the snowpack, they're generally weak layers. They're persistent weak layers. Now, the good news is that the hardness doesn't change, so it's all soft snow. So if you understand anything about avalanche mechanics, it's that you need a strong over a weak. So meaning if you have a hard layer that's overriding a soft layer, you generally have the capacity to trigger avalanche. Let's see what it does in testing. Well, it's failing on the same facet layer that it was the other day when we were testing up here. So while there's not big hardness changes, we are able to propagate in testing. Now I'm up in Avalanche Bowl and I'm about 9,100 feet. Snowpack is nearly identical, similar aspect. Northeast, and again, what we're seeing here is that there's not a lot of stiffness change in the snowpack, but the thin grained line is showing back up, so that facet layer is down there. So we're going to investigate a little bit more and do an extended column test up here and see what kind of reactivity we get. So one of the takeaways from the snowpack that's worth mentioning is there's an old school approach where we just used to look at the snowpack. If we saw thin gray lines, we called it good. And we were like, hey, stay out of avalanche terrain. We don't need to know anymore. There's buried weak layers. Now, the other interesting thing here is that I assessed this for hand hardness, and based off of hand hardness, I wouldn't have suspected that there was an avalanche problem because there was not much of a hardness change. Remember, you have to have you generally need a strong over weak in order to be able to promote avalanches. Well, evidently here there's enough weight and the weak layer is weak enough in order to promote the fracture. So keep paying attention to the forecast. Don't make assumptions about what you think you know. I'm getting fooled out here today left and right. The good news is that the skiing's pretty good. The new snow that came in is light and fluffy. Didn't have a lot of wind effect with it, although it is a shallow snowpack, so be sure to take it easy because there's a lot of hidden obstacles that are just very barely buried. How's that for a tongue twister? Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Please pass on to anybody that you think might find benefit from the information. If you're looking for education in the avalanche discipline this winter, check in with us at the Jackson Water Leadership Institute. And please, always check in with the Bridger Teton Avalanche Center before heading out into the backcountry. Be well and keep it safe.